Alrighty, we are back live for Payload now. Payload, God, I keep doing that. Pathfinder, yeesh. And hopefully we'll have a distinct lack of shenanigans. But give me a moment to pop back into the chat with everyone, and we'll get ourselves started when everyone's ready.
Oh, can't wait.
Hoi.
Hey, Ari.
Hoi. Give me a second, I'm about to pop open a can of tea.
Wait.
Okay.
I heard that. Ugh.
But, yeah. So, we are here. We are live. And, I don't know, that's all I got, Mike. Alright, so...
What are we doing?
I don't know. Are we waiting for everyone to get back before we do a recap, or are we just gonna recap in the meanwhile while we wait for the lazy bones?
Hey, who you calling lazy?
The guy... I not anywhere near his microphone.
I'm sorry it didn't occur to me I could have dinner early because I was trying to figure out which ship my ancestor served aboard.
Listen,
It's
man.
fine.
We're not judging. I just ordered food, so there's gonna be a moment where I get interrupted because I'm gonna have chili cheese fries.
Yeah,
And I think some
exactly.
mini corn dogs. I think I actually went with both in the end.
Personally, it's nice. Personally, it's fine. But I'm gonna start anyway because if Dark can still hear,
Excuse me.
can you still hear Dark?
Pinata.
No shout, but that's a yes.
Okay, so to recap, last session was an interlude covering the week between book one, the ending of book one, and the start of book two, which is tonight.
Ooh.
Exactly. It's awesome.
I don't know why I did a weird spooky noise, but alas.
I mean, it was appropriate.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I mean, you know, but... I know that you know that I know that... Okay, well, you get the point.
And where's the
That
caveman?
he knows. Who knows?
My nose.
So, to sum up changes in town. Marcy's wife Charlotte is staying at the White Deer Inn on the north side of town because she wants to investigate the ruins that the party discovered herself. So, and she is a wizard specializing in item crafting. So you might in the future have an NPC to help you craft magical items and such.
Nice.
But it'll still cost you the money. You'll just have the crafter available. And as per an agreement between Oz and Saburo, Saburo taught Oz how to use momentum and speed for attacking rather than just brute force. Thus, during that week, Oz obtained the feat Weapon Finesse. So now, if Snowy chooses, he can have Oz use Dex instead of Strength for the attack rolls. And on the other side of the bargain, Oz taught Saburo how to properly use a handgun.
Yeah.
And in this case, I've interpreted as firearm proficiency is not just knowing how to use a gun, because it's a matter of just point and shoot. That's simple as that. but a matter of properly being able to reload it and clear it out.
Yep.
So Stavro had attained weapons proficiency with firearms. And as well, Stavro's past caught back up with him. His retainer, Sir Orin, finally showed up after Stavro so very rudely burning his note and yelling and almost setting fire to the end table. Sorry, just collecting my thoughts.
At least we didn't have the smell of singed fox.
And Saburo struck a deal with Orin that if he can prove that he can survive or as much stand on his own, and as well prove his worth against him in combat, he will forego the orders from his lord and leave Saburo be. But he'll essentially be staying in Sandpoint, just watching over things.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone have anything else to add? Or oh, that's right. Also, Cobb found a dog.
Bork.
Yeah. He's a good boy.
Rough.
I named him Max. He's a good boy.
Mm-hmm.
Shake.
I don't think the dog knows those commands just yet.
Darn. I did teach him how to bite people at least, so he can do that.
Nice.
Is that really a skill, or just letting your dog go off the chain?
DJ, there is no
I
reason
don't
for
know.
the
Let's
bonk.
find out. Sick him. Darn, he doesn't know that one either.
I wanted to showcase it.
I mean, yeah, we do we do have a new follower only emote. Well, only. That is a bonk. So now you can bonk.
So I still am very confused. Void Bun takes physical damage?
Yes.
Yes.
The void has a consistency of Oobleck.
Smack it hard enough it becomes solid.
Exactly.
Too bad we can do that with the Barcus.
Nope.
Also, in other news,
In other
Other news?
news.
well, it should show off in a bit.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Anyway, moving on.
Bonk.
We don't have the bonk sound, sorry.
Not currently. We don't have an MTT.
No, we don't.
But, alas.
And I'm going to roll.
Precognition?
No.
Darn. I wanted to roll 3d20 before the start of the session so I could use them for any other means.
Wrong system.
Oh no.
I'm guessing a random event.
Oh no!
Suddenly a beholder
Random,
appears.
random event And I was talking with DJ before I joined. Oh no!
Only a beholder.
No.
No, something
no, that's
worse.
copyrighted.
Like what you're doing isn't.
Yeah, you know, that's a good point.
Anyway,
I'm hoping it's the other thing and not exactly what I think it is.
Oh, we're probably about to find out.
Where'd this hole in the ground come from?
Everyone look in the trash cans or keep them away from you.
okay, so
Check the manhole covers.
Check the traffic cones.
Watch out for mysterious looking guards.
Watch out for mysterious-looking ladies.
who Oz?
Hi.
I mean,
That mysterious-looking ladies that isn't Oz.
there you
I
go.
can't believe it.
Charlotte?
No.
No, Goromi-chan.
That's just rude.
No, the Majima Everywhere system is a D20.
Oh,
not
so
a
it's something
D5.
even worse. Okay. Also, thank you, DJ, for mentioning that. I'm kind of surprised you don't have like a counter on the side of Ari's stream now. That's like, where's Majima?
Just sessions
just
without
below,
Majima.
yes, just without Majima.
Honestly, that when that gets introduced, you probably want to do that.
Oh no,
Oh, it's been
yeah,
introduced for a while.
it's been introduced because remember Charlotte mentioned that she's been scrying on you guys to keep tabs on Marcy.
Oh shit! I completely missed that hint. Then, whoops.
And,
Yeah,
and also
Dave's
she
been
mentioned a strange looking character wearing an eye patch now roaming around town.
See, I didn't realize that's what you meant. I thought it was a different character.
No.
But now it's
Hey.
even scarier.
Days since last Majima incident. Well, sessions since last Majima incident. 1.
The Majima counter.
Who'd you think it was?
I thought it was okay. So I'm gonna be fully honest. I didn't think the Majima Everywhere system was gonna be introduced until we hit the second book, and then
We are in the second book.
Yeah, no. Give me a sec. And then I didn't realize we've been in the second book because I still can't keep track of things.
Fair enough.
I'm sorry. Did you upgrade Mistiv to what was it? What's his crown? Prime sub. You got a Prime sub.
I've always had one. What?
Brim.
Never mind.
Prime sub
Wait.
or pub.
Twitch
Given is
Prime.
still heating up, by the way.
Twitch
Son.
Prime.
The what's still kicking up? What?
Oven.
Okay.
Fine, just
Like-
rip it off the wall and throw
like,
it at someone.
Like, dude, like if you need to step away because you're cooking food, don't hesitate. I'm serious. Like, food's important.
Food is important, I will say, but also, you know what else is important?
Hmm?
Sand.
You were
You
going to
mean
say
Bam.
sanity? I thought you were going to say sanity, and then I would have been like, ain't nobody in this call got sanity.
Yeah,
Sand.
sand is coarse and rough, and it gets everywhere.
What
Okay.
are you? What are you? The one guy from Naruto?
No, the other
What?
one.
Who the hell are you, Anakin Skywalker?
Oh my god.
No. See, I'm
Anyway,
Anakin the
silence.
land stroller.
Snowy,
No.
silence, or else I'll toss you into the void.
Can
have
I
a
go?
bunny-
I can
I have-
bother him really bad.
I have a
No.
bunny friend that
Oh.
will help me after watching me tortured for a second.
I have a wolf that will eat your bunny.
I think the bunny friend's going to be the one torturing you.
You exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, let's actually start this shit.
Well, I mean, I thought we were waiting on Dark to finish his food. That's why we're kind of shit posting.
Well, no, like again, like if Dark has to step away for a moment to resume cooking his food and come back, that's fine.
I'll fucking cook his food with the blowtorch.
Shit.
I've tried it.
This isn't creme brulee.
Did it work?
It did.
I mean, the food was hot.
The potato
And it
soup
was-
was cooked. It was slightly burnt, but it was cooked nonetheless.
Yeah, it was mostly black on one side, so I think it worked.
Also, guys, y'all are forgetting I live in the South, aka Ramsey's Kitchen Nightmares.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
All right,
But it's
there
also
we
Flavor
go.
Town.
It's official, boys.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Session since last Majima.
There we go.
Let's fix that.
That's up to DJ's discretion whether or not we get Majimud.
We need to
Even
will it into existence.
Let's not
On.
will Majima into existence, please.
Let's do it.
DJ, buddy, what are we doing?
Hold up. Fuck, I seem to have misplaced the rules for the Majima Everywhere system.
Oh no!
Whatever
But-
will we do?
Oh no.
Hold on. Oh.
Okay, do not let me forget to check the oven in 14 minutes if I miss the timer.
Check the oven in 14 minutes.
We have been currently live for 18 minutes, so.
Yes, we have.
Set a timer on your
I
computer.
did. Okay, let's get the. Sorry.
No, that's not it.
Wasn't it in the spreadsheet?
I think I might have put it there. I'm not. I might have put it in the spreadsheet. Let me check.
Why is there somebody in the chat that says with the name Adult White Dragon?
That was DJ.
That was DJ being a smartass.
Oh, you know.
Nope, I don't seem to have actually put the Majima Everywhere link to that in the. Maybe it was on a Google Doc.
Probably.
Movie went live.
This is not watching
mean-
stream time, this is playing game time.
I
I mean,
know. I was just saying I got my notification.
I mean, at least from my knowledge, an adult white dragon isn't
I
as
heard a
worrisome
waffle.
as it could be. Mainly because, if correctly, the white dragons are known more for their cunning than their brute force. So
And they tend to be good aligned.
you are incorrect. Chromatic ones are mostly evil aligned. Metallic ones are the good
Yes.
aligned ones. You'd be thinking of a silver dragon.
Hmm.
I mean, I am of the silver bloodline.
Meaning you're pretty alright.
He is.
You're pretty alright. I mean, like, silver bloodline, you got the cunning, you got the ice cold nature, you've got. Now all you need is the ability to make, like. What? Like some sort of ice cone? Snow cone? That's the word?
That comes in a few levels.
See?
I mean, I can already turn my hands into claws.
And I've had the ability to bite people's faces since the word go, but I still haven't been able to do that. Now have I?
You're not Masayanella.
I mean, I have
Orc.
a special spell type that I wanted to stretch out today if I see a chance.
I mean, don't forget, I have the free nat 20 today.
Also true.
He does.
Because
Happy
it is
birthday.
Reaper's birthday.
It is Reaper's birthday, meaning everyone
Shit, it
punch
is.
him. Punch him.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Happy birthday, Reaper.
How many punches do I owe you?
How many bonks?
How many?
Oh, God. 32.
32. Alright, Ari.
I'll give
I'm
him 3
fucking
bonks.
old.
Ari. Permission to use the soundboard for 3 punches.
Sure.
No.
Alright, let's see if these detects. I can't remember if I have these set up correct. Nope. All right, give me a sec. I can fix this.
Mwah.
Eh,
I have got to get a better soundboard soon because voice mod is just aggravating me.
You fucked up.
Okay, that works.
Right now because it's fucking settings are the most annoying thing ever, and it's not even giving me the right settings half the time.
Don't worry, you got it.
$24 for a service that is good 1 minute and terrible the other.
Sounds about right.
Legit, I'm blaming it to my own ineptity on setting it up.
We are getting a lot of use of just bonk.
Yeah.
Did you really not expect it to be like used when you drew it?
Oh, I expected
You
it.
know, I got a better use for it. Hold on.
Like Ari, the second you made your AriZonia into a void bunny, you essentially made a marketable plushie.
Ah, the bonk and the bop.
The bunk and the pop.
I think the bop would hurt worse. Personally.
Isn't bop just critical bonk?
But it's happy to see you.
Okay, so as I can't exactly find the actual rules. Either it got deleted or something. I'm laying down the law for the Majima Everywhere system now. Whenever I deem necessary or during combat, I will roll an additional d20.
Oh no.
If that d20 is high, being 10 or higher, or being 11 or higher, Majima pops up. If it's 10 or lower, he doesn't. But if he does pop up, he will either I'll roll a d5. I roll a d6. If it's high, between 4 and 6, he'll aid you guys in the combat. If it's lower, he'll go against you guys in the combat.
Be an additional nuisance.
Exactly. And as Majima does, he crashes the party.
He is the party.
He's also the crasher.
It's like the one time I was asked, what did I bring to the establishment? Well, you see, I brought the most important thing, the establishment.
Good.
But anyway, the following week has passed, and the five of you are down in the tavern eating breakfast. And yes, I am reusing a scene.
Oh,
Perfect.
Well,
Don't question me. Don't at me.
I mean,
Cobb is apparently still asleep.
you know,
No, this is
DJ,
where critical snore happened.
So the
had-
four of you are downstairs in the tavern having breakfast. Cobb is still asleep. Oh god, I just got added something.
That's something you just got added.
As you do.
On.
Oh boy, it's gonna be one of those days.
Anyway.
Oh, cool. Fine,
Anyway.
I'll delete Ra's entire inventory.
She
All
has
right,
no
chill.
inventory. Anyway. And it's about 8:30 in the morning. A little early, but not too much. The tavern's unusually quiet.
You know, I wouldn't have thought that I'd actually hate the sound of birds chirping in the air, but this is too idyllic.
Okay, Oz.
Hi.
I'm doing it again.
Yep.
Too many two-letter names.
I mean, you could use her full name.
Okay, Ozzy.
No, wrong name, but yeah, I mean that's still the same nickname, but all right.
Oswald Cumberpot?
Nope.
Oh.
No,
You don't like penguins?
I'll leave you to reveal that.
Yep.
And roll me a sense motive.
Cobblepot.
Ugh. Guys, like I'm realizing I didn't have Oz's character sheet open.
Wait a second, we're like,
Wow, dude.
I
Just
know,
the
right?
night.
I'm so
So
fucking
prepared.
prepared.
Okay. Considering your overall career and occupation as an investigator,
What's up?
you know that this is not a idyllic calm. It's more or less the calm before the storm type calm.
Oz is like just hearing the birds chirping. He's like, 2 ID, like birds chirping German. Ah, yes, the right one.
What?
Oh, you know.
excuse me?
Where'd you
What?
get that from?
I don't know. I went like, what's the calm before the storm? Oh yes, a German mother
German.
being angry at their daughter.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus!
No. Let's not.
That's all I can think. Sorry.
Alright, continuous.
I gotta silence a puppy. Give me a minute.
No, the calm before the storm is a scratch me or Michael Myers.
Hmm.
Then you
go
walk
outside,
in.
puppy?
Then you walk into the storm. 'Cause
Okay,
you don't know
so
it's near you.
I am the storm.
I'm walking
That
and
is
talking,
approaching.
and
Talking about
as and Oz, just as you just as you have that thought, like
Mm-hmm.
something's going to happen, you see the 4 of you, save Cobb because he's asleep like a lazy ass motherfucker. There we go. And
Hmm.
you see Sheriff Hemlock, Sheriff
Sure.
Hemlock, Sheriff Hemlock walk in, looking a little more grim than usual.
I'd assume you're not coming to tell us about a town festival, eh?
Fortunately, the festival was last week.
Oh, goody. That means all the bad things can happen this week.
No,
one-
no. Remember the time the goblins invaded? That was during a festival.
That
That
was
is-
the festival, yes.
That is true.
Oh, so the bad things have already happened, meaning it can only get progressively worse here. All right, Chef, spill it. What's the situation?
He just pinches his brow. It's like, there's a matter I wish to discuss with all 4. Where's the orc?
Do
Do you not hear the rafters rattling?
give it a second. There it is.
Tatsuya points up. Does that
Give it a
answer your
sec, there it is.
question?
Could one of you could please go grab him?
I'm not losing my arm.
Cyber puts a finger to his nose. Nope.
Oh, I know how to easily do this. 1, 2, 3. Not it.
Not it.
Not it.
Is
Yes.
Dark actually present to do the not it?
No, he's
No,
deaf.
he's deaf.
He's deafened.
Yeah. So
Why is he
no,
deafened?
No.
Yes,
DJ.
they're assholes.
DJ. No. Simply, him being deafened also means Marcy says not it. Meaning,
Tatsuya said it technically last.
No, sheriff didn't say it.
That's not how that
Hey.
works.
That's not how that works, Snowy. No, it doesn't. So Tatsuya, due to diplomacy and democracy, you have to go wake up Cobb.
This is in no way democratic. We just don't want to do it.
That's the joke.
I mean, at least Tatsuya is as tall as Cobb, so he has less instant to be nommed in one bite.
Yes, but snake bones. I'm not sure how thick they are, so they could get crushed.
Flexible, so I can climb a damn wall if I need to.
I mean, good,
Very
so you won't
thin.
get crushed as easily.
I head upstairs.
I've got weak elf bones.
Also, can someone actually at dark and tell him to undeafen so he can actually still listen to this and keep up?
1, 2, 3, not it.
1, 2, 3, not it.
Not it.
Not my job. I've got.
Snowy, you do it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I knock
Tatsu,
on the door.
yeah, you saunter up the stairs because you really don't want to do this, and you go and hesitate for a moment and then knock on the door. How hard do you knock on the door?
Make a good few thuds on the door.
Max starts barking. Oh, fuck.
Oh, right there, fuck.
And you just casually hear a thump as Cobb sleepily falls onto the floor.
Damn it! Oh, fuck.
Where's Max and all this?
He's in the
In the
room
room.
barking.
Oh, God.
He's at the door barking.
Orc.
What do you want?
Work,
What?
work.
The sheriff is wanting to talk to all of us.
He shouts down the hall,
What do you want?
The sheriff wants to talk to us.
No, I'm shouting at the sheriff. Hold on.
I don't think you have the speak message spell.
No, I have a voice.
Did you? That orc has no class.
Right, but he don't. Yeah, but he's locked behind no magic.
I feel like his scream would radiate.
Oh, the sheriff hears him. He just wants to keep things
Civil.
quiet,
Yeah.
which is why he's wanting to discuss everything with you five in private.
That's why. That's why
He's not
Oz.
answering. Hold on.
That's why Oz was like, "You have no class, do you?"
Sorry about that. I was eating my food out of the oven.
Was the oven screaming at you, which is why you deafened?
Oh, I thought I muted.
No.
You did, but you also deafened.
I meant to click mute. Sorry.
It's fine.
You missed Oz saying that Camp-Up is uncivilized.
Oh, what
No,
else?
duh, I'm a ranger. Jeez.
Wow!
Wow.
Wow, Dark!
Wow! Give yourself some credit. Also, what? Oh,
You said
yeah.
what else is new?
Well, there's that trope out of the way for this session.
Do we need to have another counter?
What? Self-deprecation?
Yes.
Mild racism?
Mm,
No,
Is
that's
it-
casual. That's casual racism, and no, we're not having any casual racism.
And also,
Yeah, we should never have
also,
that counter.
Also, Mistiv said about his own character.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm allowed to because I'm allowed to do that.
Yeah, it's his own
What-
character.
What else did I miss?
Eh.
Just Cobb yelling downstairs.
And crit snore.
Not
And
quite.
You know, he didn't actually roll for it. It's just a snoring has become a joke with this group. Wake up!
Yeah.
Damn it!
If only
You know-
Oz could play the drums.
You
All
know-
right,
no,
Cobb,
I've got a
Cobb got
better
his shit and
friend.
he's downstairs.
Oh,
What do
hold
you
on, my
want?
food's here.
you know. You
we're not
know.
gonna get anywhere tonight.
No, we
You
will.
know.
We
No, we'll
will.
get somewhere.
We've
You know,
only
this
been
is-
we've only been at this for 30 minutes. We'll get somewhere.
You know, if you didn't wake up right away, you would have gotten your shower in not a pleasant way.
What?
Honestly, Tatsuya,
What's a shower?
I think a shower for him would be punishment enough.
What's a shower?
Wow. There's
I use the basin.
Yeah, what's a shower? The only showers that they know of are, that we know of are from the sky.
Yes, that's
what
right.
what do you think the joke he was making was?
Unless you're getting showered with praise, I don't know.
I'd like to mention that since Oz's background, she probably had experienced a shower before.
In the city, maybe.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. She's a city girl.
We're in a city.
No, you're in a town.
Yeah, there's
Nah,
different.
that's
different
good enough.
makeup.
Not large enough. Not enough population.
I mean, a good marketing campaign could probably fix that.
How could you get 5,000 people in Sandpoint?
Expand out.
We're on an island.
Tourist. You're
Right.
acting like we can't do this somehow.
What are you gonna
Actually,
do?
wait,
Yeah,
it's
bring
not
in
an
Team
island.
Magma?
Okay,
I
no.
prefer Team Aqua.
Okay, no, Marcy.
God damn.
Considering what we've dealt with over the past week, you're questioning expanding the city out.
I didn't say anything.
No. We've dealt with a massive beast, a mother of monsters, cryptids. Expanding a city is where you draw the line?
I don't know why you're freaking out, Oz. I didn't say anything.
I heard you, woman.
It was out of character.
Oh, okay, never mind.
There's a lot of shouting going on today.
God.
It's all coming from us.
For once.
Oz going to rage is only a matter of time.
Anyway.
You considered Opera?
Anyway. Amongst the bickering, the sheriff just slams his fist onto the table.
Oh, now he wants to speak.
Oh, the mahogany.
There's no mahogany here. It's a nice oak table.
Go ahead, Sheriff.
Yes, but it's much harder to make a joke out of oak.
Shh.
Go ahead, Sheriff.
I'm back.
I have a matter.
Hey.
Hi, Silvero.
The fucking timing on that. Wonderful, Harry. A+ timing.
Only the most serious of discussions here with Pathfinder and the Prinnies.
Exactly. Only serious discussion.
Serious discussions. Maybe shit posting.
Definitely
You imply
shenanigans.
that that's not okay.
Birds.
Clearly, the title should be yes, this is the Pathfinder stream where we only occasionally play Pathfinder.
All right, Pathfinder.
The points don't matter.
All right, go on, Sheriff.
I wish this discussion matter with all of you in private. Is there a larder or a storeroom in this tavern that we can use momentarily?
How busy is the tavern at the moment?
It's not that busy. It's got a decent amount of people, but it's not like busy. It's a calm day.
What's a decent amount of people? Like, how many other people are there other than us?
Usual
20.
breakfast rush.
Yeah, you typical breakfast, but it's not rush. It's a little lull.
Ah,
It's a lull.
I mean,
so it's before the
So about
breakfast
about
rush.
like 10 people,
Yeah.
10 other people.
If you want a
Severo's.
place- if you want a place that no one will come and interact with, I did make sure I put a couple markings on my door that no one will want to be around. Should be quiet enough.
Were you putting up occult talismans again?
Again? Wait, what?
You've done it.
The first time.
You've done it at least twice this week. Amigo took him down the first time.
Oh, shit.
Is that what those were?
And the sheriff
Oh.
takes a inquisitive glance at Oz.
Yes, I'm pretty sure we can have the meeting in the larder.
Well, if you want nobody to hear it, you could just pick a room and I'll just sit out here and snore.
But we need you to be part of the meeting.
Honestly, Chef, I'm kind of surprised you're looking at me like that. You hired a paranormal investigator.
Or like a paranoid investigator.
That
we-
too. Yeah,
Can
no,
we
I
focus
do
on?
that.
Can we focus on what the sheriff has to say, please?
Tatia's gone. He's heading to the larder.
Savro just
I'm
picks
pretty-
up his plate and follows Tatsia.
Oz is like in that situation of like, I literally do not know what you were expecting, sir. You hired me. You knew exactly what I was when you hired me.
You can hear Tatia with a smart-ass comment. Yeah, and he's probably regretting it every minute.
Probably.
He's probably regretting talking to us at this point.
Oh, no, that's a definite. That's a damn definite.
Oz just walks over with everyone going like, he's the one that chose this.
And the sheriff is walking towards the larder, just giving a signal to Amiko, and she gives him an affirmative nod.
I gotta ask, when did we become all buddy all of a sudden?
feel
But we
like-
couldn't stand each other at some point.
I feel like the level of not standing each other can be put aside for the sake of comedy because we're all fucking chuckle fucks.
Just call it a bipolar relationship.
Honestly, yes, we can't stand each other, but we sure as hell balance off each other well.
Yeah, I thought the snake specifically hated somebody.
No, that's a racial trait.
Well, it's a societal feature of the Nagashi, but you're not exactly part. You're actually not but you're not a usual Nagashi.
Nope. I don't have a tribe.
Exactly.
Savro
back
to
just
the
eating
outlier.
bacon.
We're now the Chuckle Fuck tribe.
And you start and after the five of you walk into the larder, he starts off with, is that necessary, Indy?
Yes.
He wishes to speak.
He does.
Let him take over the mic for a bit.
No.
He
No,
demands to be heard.
He has a decree to the entire human race.
He
I
wants
knew you were
everyone,
gonna quote that.
he wants everyone's soda cans.
He wants everyone soda cans and birdseed.
You can have my can.
I only have a bottle.
He's now
yeah,
talking to my
same here.
phone.
Yep. He's calling the police. He saw a weed.
Anyway, he announced, he starts off first. First, let me thank you again all for what you've done for Sandpoint. It's fortunate you've proven yourself so capable, but we have a problem I think you can help us with once more. A problem I wish I didn't have to involve anyone with, but one that needs dealing with now before the situation grows worse.
Is it more goblins?
More occult shenanigans.
I can handle one of those two.
How can we help?
Put it simply, we have a murderer in our midst. One who I fear has only just begun his work.
A
I'm
serial
sorry,
killer?
just know that word. Just Oz's fucking face lights up.
Well,
A
we have a
serial-
volunteer.
A serial killer, but how many people have they killed so far?
Well, some of you doubtless remember the late unpleasantries. Oz, you would know this because you've actually spent the most time in Sandpoint.
Yeah.
Also, put the gun down.
I don't have the gun up.
Put it down.
I was gonna say Savro probably just has Oz by the coattails, forcing her to sit back down.
Just yoink.
It's
Yeah.
an investigation, my dear Saburo.
Breakfast first.
Some of you doubtless remember
that sounds good.
the late unpleasantness, how this town nearly tore itself apart in fear as Chopper's slayings went unanswered. I'm afraid we have something similar brewing now.
A copycat?
I'm not sure,
Or-
but late last night, the murderer struck at the sawmill. There were 2 victims in there. They're in pretty gruesome shape. Snowy.
I'll be right back.
That was me fucking choking on water. I'm sorry. I have a water bottle. I choked.
Then mute when you choke.
Sorry.
Push to talk.
I can, guys, I can control my slight bit of drowning.
The bodies were discovered by one of the mill workers, a man named Ivor Thorne. And by the time my men and I arrived on the stream, a crowd of curious gawkers had already sprung up. I've got my men stationed there keeping the mill locked down, but the thing that bothers me isn't the fact that we have 2 dead bodies. It's the fact that this is actually the second set of murders we've had in the last few days.
That is kind of concerning.
Second set. Ugh.
Well,
The reason why I've come to you to ask for your help in this matter is because my men are good, but they're also green. They were barely able to handle themselves against the goblins, and what we're facing now is an evil far worse than goblins. I need the help, but I'm afraid you'll need the help too. You see, I'm afraid that this particular murderer knows one of you as well.
oh no.
Knows
Wait,
one of
really?
us.
Who? Well, this is quite the investigation, but there's no need to worry.
Well, it's not me, I can tell you that, because, well, the only people I know are the ones in the room. And Amico outside.
Because,
an
dear
outlier.
Sheriff, because
I'm an
dear
outlier.
Sheriff, I am more than just a paranormal investigator you got cheap.
And he looks towards Oz, and from his shirt pocket, he pulls out a blood-stained scrap of folded piece of parchment.
I was gonna
And
flash my badge, but okay.
and
Is that like an attorney's badge?
it this is not Ace Attorney. It is signed. It is signed. Hold on, I need to get Snowy's full freaking name. It is signed to Oz Robinson. In
Oh shit!
blood.
Ooh, okay. Well, they don't know me that well, but it's enough to concern me.
They know your last name.
They know my last. That's the most concerning part about this. Oz literally saying as she's pulling the badge from around her neck.
I was gonna say Sabro probably leans around. Your last name is Robinson.
Yes. Pushes him away.
He
Just-
licks your
just
hand.
Can you not?
Hey, that wasn't me.
This is not the time for ASMR.
What kind of ASMR do you watch?
Soap cutting.
Soap cutting is very relaxing.
I just like the idea, like with the arm that she was reaching for a badge, she's slowly pushing away the Sabro.
And then he
Anyway.
just licks.
The folded up bloody parchment is on the table. Do you wish to take it?
Yes, and I'm going to investigate this bitch.
Please tell me you dried off your hand before you grabbed the parchment.
I rubbed it on Sabro, so yes.
Fair enough.
If he wanted head pats so bad, he could have just asked. Not
Please
licked.
Please look in your journal. Well, it should pop up right in front of you. If you wish to read it out loud, Oz, you can.
We have spoken of this before, my master. Now it begins. Join the pack, and it will end.
How ominous.
There's a lot of ominous stuff that comes up.
What, nobility or something?
I will fucking end you.
I mean, to be fair,
I'll take that as a yes.
being called your lordship is a little bit odd for
Obvious.
odd for an investigator.
I'm just gonna say this outright. I was the daughter of a fucking court wizard. I'm not a lordship.
Well, technically that makes you nobility if you're on the court.
It's signed, your lordship, as in from your lordship. You
that's what I'm saying.
dingbats.
Like I was just about to say, like, I was just like going, like, first off, not that. Second off, signed as in to buy. Which also, like, who the closest lord I know is like thousands of miles away.
The closest lord I know is a prick.
Oh, you mean the one from the? Oh, you mean the whiny bitch from when the goblins invaded?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that one.
Okay. All right. Okay. It's time for some investigating stuff first, if you don't mind me, DJ.
Okay.
I want to investigate this handwriting.
Okay. Roll me a.
It was written by a
It was
hand.
written, so like it would be an investigation out of linguistics, I think.
Well, linguistics would be more aligned towards
Yeah, spoken word. So like
spoken
I'm trying
or a professional written word, not like a note like this.
to figure out like
So roll a
there's-
sense motive.
sense motive. All right. Oh shit.
You actually do not recognize the handwriting whatsoever.
That's fair.
This is kind of more of an odd question, and I know it's more of a thing that is normal to the tiny fox form, but can Sabro like at least like smell the blood? That way he kind of has it in the back of his mind if they encounter it again, or is that something that only small fox could do?
Only small fox.
However,
Gotcha.
I was not immediately doing that to see if I could recognize the person. I have probably seen a couple written things here, from signs to the assorted.
You
Does it
don't.
look like a workman's writing, or does it look like a nobleman's writing?
It just looks like just random capitalization, uneven lines,
Well-
misshapen letters. Like you see it in front of you.
Well, this is definitely written by someone with probably not the best of educations, meaning we could roll out any nobility in town or journeyman.
But
It could
again,
also be just someone trying to hide their
you
identity.
do also note that there is some cursive mixed in.
It's probably an apprentice or a worksman.
Well, I doubt that because the note was found pinned to the sleeve of the latest victim by with a splinter of wood.
You said this was the lumber mill, didn't you?
Yes, it was, and honestly, I believe that this note was left there to throw suspicion on you five, or at least specifically you, Oz.
Oh, trust me, that's nothing new. I don't look the most fitting in any situation, so I don't doubt them taking the immediate look at the outsider. But
You get
do you
blackmailed a
have-
lot.
you would be surprised.
Most of the guys, don't forget, most of the guys just hate me.
So,
Outsider.
I don't even think
Huh?
that we've seen many of your kind here, though.
So it's probably safe to assume that it is also yet another outsider. However, it's nothing we can rule out just yet. Do you have a case file of sorts? I know they do that in the city, but I'm not sure about this far out.
Well, we haven't had much documentation on this because the murders only started happening.
Do you have
It's just
some?
It's just a matter of I don't believe that. Well, I don't believe that the five of you had committed these murders. It's just a matter of the townsfolk.
That's entirely fair, but we need more than just a bloodied note and a couple corpses. Is there a coroner of some sort in the town? A practitioner, probably.
Well, the scene was left just as is at the sawmill.
Well, if that's one of the two crime scenes we have so far, I suggest we go over there now. If I
Let's
can.
do. Marcy.
Hmm?
Is Charlotte not knowledgeable on the human body of anatomy in general?
I mean, it is true. We will need to be identifying the wounds, poisons, whatever caused this.
Would she be in this case, DJ?
No, she would not, because she's currently away at the ruins. She's not available at this time.
I have a.
That I don't know offhand. Even if she was, she's
have
not here. She's at the ruins.
a cursory knowledge of anatomy and different things, so I could probably deduce a small bit. However,
And also, Dark, being a healer, you would actually know some decent have some decent know-how on anatomy.
But I would. I am a healer,
then.
so.
Good. I hope you don't mind potentially grisly sights.
I'm a cleric. I've seen.
Since when are bears involved?
Cobb, you sweet summer child.
Inshallah.
Salad?
Anyway, shall we go? I say this is going to be an interesting expedition.
If I might suggest, the sheriff stay with us. It will help quell any suspicions that the townsfolk might have on us, knowing that he's keeping an eye on us.
Okay. Let me just get to the map of Sandpoint. Close that on my end. Close you.
If you don't mind accompanying us, Sheriff.
Well, I'm going to show you where it is, because you've only been here for only roughly what, a month.
Fair enough. Well, you've probably been here a bit longer, but yes, the rest of us have only been here nary a month.
Who knows? If I stay any longer, another investigator I know might show up, and I might get my ass kicked. That'd be fun.
Why would they kick your ass instead of just taking your job?
That's besides the point. Let's get moving.
You know, you should also have in the point that it could be that other investigator setting you up.
Nah, Uncle Stoltz wouldn't do this.
Oh, we have a name.
Well, just know that it's someone close to you if they're trying to perpetuate that it's you.
Oh, I've got a long line of enemies. It's gonna be fun to figure out which one it was.
You make enemies everywhere you go.
Oh no, my bloodline does though.
You what?
Basically, her family has the habit of creating vendettas against them.
Just did you not question what? I'm just gonna grab like a random chunk of wood and give me 1 second. Did you not question why I can do this? As I do that onto the piece of wood.
Let's grab personal rune.
What does your rune look like?
It's kind of. I haven't designed it yet, but it was supposed to look sort of like the Seal of Solomon. So I'll grab that real quick for y'all.
Sabro probably.
What do you do? She's just holding a piece of wood. I don't get it. Sorry, she's holding a piece of wood.
And is it visible, Snowy?
Yes. Give me a second. I need to actually get it for y'all.
It doesn't matter. Like, moving on.
Yeah. Sabro's It's like
let's get
I must.
let's get over to the lumber mill before more before more onlookers show up.
Right.
We'll probably need Chalet Lou to help deal with these Loki Loos if need be.
Why would you need Shillelu? I can do that. I'm not
Because-
good at this, like, investigation thingy.
Folks already suggest us we don't need to give them any more ammunition to use to grab the pitchforks against them.
I mean,
Well, no, he said if he said if the note gets out, the people don't know about the note. All they know is that there's something going on at the mill.
yes.
Hmm.
As of right now, Tatsuya was simply just contract investigators.
Yeah, unless you guys have some, like, footprints or, like, a scent for me to follow, I'm kind of useless here.
Well, we might have something if we go to the lumber mill.
Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna grab some bacon. Hold on.
Marcy is already walking out.
Okay, so
I'm gonna get a preemptive peppermint before I ruin my voice again.
Mistiv, if it's starting to hurt your voice, you don't have to do the voice.
It's not hurting my voice yet, but it's gonna start here in a minute.
Again, I'm saying if it starts hurting, you don't have to do it.
Immersion.
Mummer.
Okay, so okay, as you guys reach there, you can already see a sizable crowd of 20 or 25 people.
Figures.
And if anyone is able to, roll me a knowledge local check.
Whoa!
I
boy.
should be able to.
Whoa.
Boop.
Not me.
Here a sec.
Not me.
I
I'm
was gonna
not.
have Max roll it.
I'd be rolling a d10 against that.
Wow, I'm doing great.
Why would you be rolling a d10?
He's not trained.
favored.
Oh.
I've rolled a
Yeah.
fucking 2. What the hell?
Mhm.
Wah.
Anyway, as the group walks up to the what was that?
Me laughing at that roll.
Speaking of rolling a 2. Sorry, Dark.
I mean, hey, that's a 1 out of the way.
Yeah.
What's the eep for?
I nearly
Alright.
knocked over a can.
Ah.
Alright.
Anyway.
Sheriff.
Anyway, as the group walks up to the scene, Saburo and Oz, you guys can you two can actually tell that the mill was working last night. And as you walk up, there's groups of nervous looking town guards at the mill's entrances. And actually, this observation was made as you guys walk into the mill.
Huh.
I will say, Sheriff, if you could ensure at least a 10-foot radius on the outside, just in case there was some mild scuffling out there I could figure out. I understand the people are worried, and as they should be, but if they impede the investigation, this could go on longer than it needs to be.
And you find within the mill you find the two bodies Okay, so which I'm assuming that you guys are starting the with the murder scene first.
Yeah, it's only logical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the mill interior is coated with sawdust strewn with footprints and splashes of blood. If you're going to investigate the murder scene, roll me survival.
Oh,
All right. Give me 1 second.
I was like, I'm not gonna be good at this. Oh wait, I'm actually good at this.
Why am I
I'm like
not
really
trained
good
in
at that.
Why am I? Wait. What? What? How did I? I'd be. I'm not trained in survival. What?
You don't need training. Survival is one of those things you don't require
My
training.
God, come on.
Wow. What are my fucking rolls
Uh,
today?
Yeah, same.
I have a +3 to it, so I guess I could.
Oh, hold
Yeah.
on. Max has got this. Don't worry.
So,
Who's rolling a D10?
Sabro just pushes
Training
past.
is not required for survival.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not
everyone-
marked for me. It's not marked on mine,
Yeah.
so I don't have proficiency.
No, you just don't. It's just not a class go, so you don't add. So if you have ranks in it, you just don't add your bonus.
Oh.
If it's marked with a star, you add. It requires training.
Okay. So I just don't have All right. Well.
You just don't add your class. You just don't add class skill bonus to it.
That is really dumb for investigator, but all right.
I for one agree.
Max is rolling survival with his scent.
Okay, so Max automatically fails.
Oh, so much blood. Ugh.
No, there's actually a rotting smell. The lingering scent and decay in the air is curious. It smells almost as if an animal had died somewhere in the room and its remains were allowed to ripen.
Ugh.
Wait, there's not just a straight investigation check in Pathfinder for this kind of stuff?
No, that's 5e.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's
5e
perception, survival.
did weird methods of consolidating skills, but also expanding skills into more ranges unnecessarily again.
Yeah, like I okay. So I know this is not going to change the role at all. I'd say like if you're investigating something like this, why?
I mean, you can use your inspiration.
You're right. I can, which I believe in this situation is a D10. Let me read that real quick to make sure though, because I can do that freely because it's a knowledge check. So I need
this is not knowledge. This is not a knowledge check. It's a survival check.
No, because of what it is essentially. It was mainly because I'm
It's a
dumb as a
skill.
fuck.
The skill check, yes.
What's actually provided? I'm trying to remember what. Okay. As free action, you can expend one use of inspiration from out of these. Okay, so it's D6.
Okay, roll me that D6.
All right. Well, this is probably gonna end horribly.
And take off one use of your inspiration for the day.
Oh, okay, cool. That's
And mark one use of inspiration down.
13. That's probably still.
Yep,
not
that's
enough.
a 13. So the DC was 10.
Oh, okay, cool. So that did actually get me the. All right, that got me to the DC. All right, good.
So Tatsuya failed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, buddy.
A desperate struggle took place here several hours ago. And unfortunately, that is all you can tell.
Well, I
Do
mean,
you wish to take another look around?
this is just the cursory glance, fellows. Let's take a closer look.
I roll perception to to investigate the room.
Yeah, same here. Oz is gonna just lead the investigation of the room, essentially.
I guess I
So-
roll whatever to
So that would
see
be
if I
first.
can find what the killing blow
is-
was.
Oh,
Well, we haven't investigated the body. We're
okay.
investigating the room right now.
You're investigating the scene.
all right. So first things first. Is there like any other rooms nearby?
Yes, there is the timber pier. There is the two bodies and the murder scene,
What Oz is trying to do with her
as well as as well as the area, as well as the marsh here on the other side of the river. You can investigate because it's all part of the mill pond. Like this entire pond here is associated with the mill.
Well,
Basically, what? All right.
let me finish my thought
Ow.
before you investigation me. Like, I was gonna ask, like, if there's like a side room that Saburo can just like hide into, turn into a fox, and start seeing if he can like follow any scent of anything.
The rotten
No.
corpse might make that harder because that's why Max auto failed.
That's meta knowledge, Snowy.
Well, yeah, but go on.
Max is gonna go look for that dead animal, by the way.
Okay, have Max roll an additional survival check to key in on the scent.
Wow.
Come on, buddy.
Then again, scent doesn't add anything to the roll; it just
Nope.
lowers the DC.
Or allows them to make certain rolls.
Yes, for like smelling somebody upwind or downwind.
Yep.
What's that smell?
And Ari,
Mhm.
again, it's just the 5 of you and the sheriff in here.
True, but nobody except Shalilun knows about his shenanigans.
His trick, his talent.
His little magic trick.
His little paws. His toe beans. His smaller toe beans.
I think we already know about the toe beans.
No, his smaller toe beans, though. His extra secret pair of snow beans.
What, next are you going to say you have checks with little poodles on them?
No.
Anyway,
Beagles.
Anyway, as I was trying...
Okay, so, Oz. Since you rolled the highest... No, so Dark, you'd be rolling another perception.
Okay. 0 for 3 so far, or 0 for 2, but whatever.
Be thankful this is just on skill checks. Moderate. Okay. So
it could be worse.
Oz and Tatsuya, you actually managed. Looking around the scene a little bit more, you discover that that one set of footprints in particular is you discover footprints. Those are 2 dead bodies and one being barefoot, and just around the footprints, it reeks of rotten meat.
Question. Thanks to Oz looking into the knowledge of the occult, could she make a knowledge arcana check to see if this matches a hag sort of description of like...
You can attempt one, yes.
Okay. I don't know if it's going to work, but this is just a follow-up roll.
Okay, with a high enough roll for that, you can discern that this is out of your range of knowledge.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
But is not hag in origin.
Okay, so it isn't the immediate thought, which is good, because that negates one thing I was worried about here. However...
And there's also the apparent murder weapon, which is an axe that's still present in the room.
Someone check the murder victims. Are they both still wearing their boots?
Well, only one of them is still completely intact.
I'm not caring about how intact he is. I need to see if there's any part of him that still has a boot on.
He is wearing his boots, yes.
Okay, so safe to assume that our murderer here was not one that liked to eat. So we're either dealing with a blind wizard.
Fuck.
What do wizards have anything
Snowy,
to do
why did you
with
come
this?
to that conclusion?
Extra sentry perception.
No! I will
Anyway,
tell you right out, that's not it!
as I was continuing the joke, if you'd let me to, we're either dealing with a wizard, we're dealing with a druid of some sort, because they do have aversion to some modern clothing, or
No, they
Only if
don't.
it has metal on it.
that's exactly what I was saying. And most boots of this era had some form of metal in their soles, especially
No, they
work
don't.
boots.
No, they don't.
Okay, well, you know what, DJ? Are you going to ruin me or not? You want me to investigate or not? Huh? Huh?
Go for it.
Oz is having a moment.
Don't make me go Columbo on you.
I have no
What are
clue
the
who that
size
is.
of? What are the size of the bare feet?
That's
Are they
exactly what I was
halfling
going to
size?
follow.
No.
That's what I
no
was following up
size.
with.
Uh,
Now that Oz, that Oz has
Anyway,
joked about the first two, foot. Much like what Reaper was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted. Do I at least identify what kind of footprint it is? Like, what kind of humanoid? Are we talking about large, medium, small?
I'll slip my foot next to the footprint,
Yeah, no, don't, please.
hold on.
comparing
Yeah.
the size.
Not yet, right now. Because we're trying to identify this, and then maybe we
Roll
can actually start fucking
me-
with it.
Okay, you actually cannot tell what species the footprint is from, as it's not a defined footprint.
I mean, that's the
It's
thing.
just a rough shape.
It's a series of narrowing down questions. All right, so
But it is a large footprint.
a large footprint.
Question: Is there any plaster nearby?
Any what?
Plaster.
Plaster.
It's a sawmill.
It's a sawmill, so no.
Yeah. Okay, so before I step away to have the more experienced trackers take over it, do the footprints lead anywhere?
Just out. You can't
Just
really
out of
tell
the
because there's just
room?
all just out of the room because of all the sawdust thrown about. You can't really tell which direction the footprints were going.
That's fair. All right. So if y'all would like to continue looking at least around the scene,
If you wish to track the footprints, you would need a better survival check, because that's actually tracking.
that's
I have
no,
tracking.
yeah, that's why I'm saying the more experience in this wheelhouse.
So you still have body 1, body 2, the marsh, and the pier.
I was about to go
to
look
investigate.
I was about to look at the bodies, and I was going to allow these guys to go follow the tracks if they wanted to.
That's probably going to take a while.
I am going to roam the area
Okay.
while also checking for any magic influences.
There are no magical auras besides the ones that you are currently with the exception of the items on your effects.
So,
Now
now that
we can probably say that it wasn't someone who used shifting magic to change their appearance.
I don't believe that would leave anything residual, but it is a good way to narrow it down.
It probably would in their footprint.
If anything, I'd say that this is probably, considering I was gonna walk up to the supposed murder weapon.
Okay, you're walking up to the hand axe that's embedded in the floor near the log splitter.
Is it a smaller hand axe? Is it or of a traditional wood cutting axe size?
It's traditional wood cutting hand axe.
Okay.
Okay. From a cursory glance, it is covered with bloody finger marks. And do you examine it a little bit closer?
I do.
Roll me a fortitude save.
A fucking fortitude save. I gotta figure out where that is. It's right here. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Okay. Roll me 1d6 plus 4.
All right.
You are sickened for 5 minutes just from the sheer disgustingness of the stench coming off of the axe.
All right. Anyway,
Marcy, do you wish to investigate the bodies and/or the weapon as well?
Yes, and I also wish to talk to the sheriff about something. Sheriff,
What?
question:
Yes.
how many people were working here last night? Was it just these two?
Well, the sawmill's only run by Harker, and he points to the body that's slumped up against the logs, and his partner Ivor Thorne. The two of them run the mill late into the night usually, and we've gotten complaints about the loud noise of the log splitter, which and these were only rumors before, but Katrine Vinder was here apparently last night, wrong place at the wrong time, and fell into the splitter from what it looks like, and he just gestures over to the second body, which it's
well, it's never safe
Nice.
to assume coincidences, especially with this around.
Is it?
Considering considering that this seems to be a situation where we have preconceived murders, but murders of convenience. The weapon specifically being a tool of this lumber mill, the other one dying through another mean of this lumber mill.
This
okay.
stuff is
Now,
strange to thought
Oz
out.
and Marcy, if you wish to make a Oz, now that you've overcome your
I mean, I
You're-
wasn't finished, but okay.
Fuck.
Oz, you've now overcome your sickened condition. Marcy, continue.
Do we have any sign of that could indicate a possible forced entry?
Not from what we know. And again, my men are agreeing they're not used to dealing with murders. They're just used to keeping the peace, stopping the occasional bar fight down at the fat man's feeder.
No, I understand. I'm just, trying to cover every possibility I can think of. But
You're doing the right thing.
But I suppose I should probably investigate the bodies. I am the cleric here, so
Well,
perhaps I
Marcy,
can.
I will say,
Yes?
don't jump on small things here and there. If we jumped on small things here and there, we could immediately probably encapsulate the owners of this mill, which we should probably question them after this. But considering the aspect of the murder here and the scuffle, it's clearly someone that's at least well skilled in such tools.
May I?
Okay.
May I investigate the bodies?
Yes. Roll me a heal. Which one are you investigating first, Harker or Katrine's?
Whichever one isn't completely mutilated.
That is Harker. But it's just a matter of Katrine's body is completely and utterly mangled to the point where even if you used Raise Dead or a Speak with Dead spell, it would be very difficult to do so. Considering she was mutilated by the log splitter. But
So,
Harker's body has been has also been horribly mutilated, and he's been affixed to the hooks, affixed to the wall by several hooks normally used to hang machinery. His face was carved away and lower jaw entirely missing. His His bare chest is the face as well, bearing a strange rune in the shape of a 7-pointed star.
Hello, internet.
Did you say internet?
I did because I couldn't think of another word.
What's the
Dear
internet?
Sir, dear
Hello,
sir,
world.
Let Dark
Didn't we
finish.
run into that?
Let Dark finish.
Oh dear Saren Ray, I do not like how this looks.
Isn't that the symbol from the ruins?
Yeah, like the 7 sins and the 7 virtues.
If not, it's remarkably similar to an eerie extent.
Well, Marcy, don't you have that book?
Do you wish to roll a knowledge check?
Yeah. Not what is this? Knowledge, religion. No.
This would be either Arcana or History.
May I also jump in as well here?
Yes, you can.
Yeah,
Wait,
because my
wait,
rolls.
wait, wait, so is Oz, Sherlock, and Marcy's basically freaking Watson in this
Watson.
case?
No, because Oz
Watson?
is more Constantine in this situation.
Ah, okay.
I just
Carry
remembering a joke I heard yesterday when I was at the Salem involving Watson.
Roll your skill checks.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
You said history
Arcana
or what?
History?
History or Arcana?
Okay, please actually be a decent roll this time.
16's decent.
Son of a wow! I cannot
Six-
roll anything.
It's just a bad night. And be thankful it's just for RP stuff and not combat.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
But Oz, you actually confirmed that this is the Sahedron rune.
Yeah, I've got it around my neck right now.
Yeah, you do have the Sahedron medallion once worn by Nualia. And it's shockingly similar in shape, but you're just not sure. But you're not sure what it actually means. The only that you know of is that it's an antiquated glyph that symbolizes arcane magic once practiced in ancient Thassalon.
Well, Sheriff,
And
this town. Oh God.
Marcy, do you wish to investigate the body a little bit closer?
Sure.
Roll me a heal check.
A heal check?
Yes.
Yeah,
Um,
literally the skill.
Okay. Give me a second to reopen this thing. Oh wait, spells.
No, not
If you
in
wish-
spells, under skills.
It's a heal skill check. And also, if you wish to minimize your character sheet, just double click the top banner and it minimizes it.
The what?
What?
You can
That
also top it at.
If you wish to, wow, my audio glitched there for a moment. If you wish to minimize your character sheet window, just double click the top and minimizes it to a little transparent rectangle.
How? I don't see something that gives me that capability.
You double click it. You double click the top where it says Marcy Kukichukan.
Oh!
Yeah, you just double click.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh yeah, healing. Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
There we
okay,
go. That's not a
that's
bad
bit,
roll.
That's a bit better. Now we're
Also,
getting
Okay.
Dark.
Yeah?
Can I do something real quick for Stark since Stark's having such conversion? Dark, legit. Most of the time, any roll above a 15
Is decent.
sufficeable. The way it
Yeah.
is that DC 5 is easy, DC 10 is average, DC 15 is normal for adventurers, so basically normal skill check. 20, 25, and 30
challenging.
are
All challenging and escalating.
yeah. So most information you can get from a DC 15 check, unless you're going into the real tight specifics.
Which the DC for Snowy that was for the rune, that was a DC 25. And even then, you didn't get that much information from it at all. Okay.
Basically,
Yeah.
the identification of the rune is all the information I was able to glean from it.
Yes, but upon the upon the close examination of the body, and I'm assuming that you have a that you have a face covering to keep the stench off of you.
I mean, she's a doctor, so probably.
Upon close examination, you discover several additional wounds. Unlike the deeper slashes on the body, these smaller gashes almost have been seen to be made by claws on a 5-finger human-sized hand. The rotten scent seems stronger near these wounds, and the body is only recognizable as Harker's body is by a tattoo of a raven across his lower abdomen. With his missing face and jaw, the body is in no function for a speak with dead spell.
Question.
Answer.
Yes.
How many fingers does a Nagashi have?
That I actually don't know offhand.
There's a more concerning side to this when it comes to 5-fingered claws, because there's a certain party member that's got that.
I'm assuming that Nagashi, being humanoid, does indeed have 5 fingers. But if you guys wish to investigate the axe again and a little closer, considering that Marcy's wearing a face covering and Oz, you've already dealt with the sickening of the stench. Roll me a knowledge religion check.
Hup. Oh, okay. Dark.
What? Oh.
Knowledge religion.
Knowledge religion.
If you
Keep up,
wish to
please.
investigate the axe further again, because you're essentially assisting in the overall investigation, roll me a knowledge religion. Roll it
Wow.
again. Roll it again.
Okay. Yeah, man. Oh. Careful.
Okay, I'm going to take that as an aid another, and that adds a +3 to Snowy's initial roll.
You're gonna take that 8 as what? What?
No, you can take that as aid another, and it adds a +3 to my initial roll.
Okay.
Making it 15. And
Meaning-
both of you can identify that the lingering stink is bleh. It's the stink of corruption as beyond of what a dead body can normally produce.
Something isn't correct here.
Oz is gonna.
The axe was likely used within the last 24 hours by some form of corporeal undead.
So Oz is going to mention this to Marcy real quick. It's like, saw you were examining the body a bit more. Anything else that you gleaned from it? Trying to get
Yes.
the information out the wounds.
No, the stench is coming strongly off of the axe as well as the wounds.
Yes.
It's the same stench as the axe. That's why I'm giving you guys the second chance on the axe roll.
Okay.
Sheriff, I've noticed something. The body has what looks like, in one part of it, some kind of claw-like wound.
All right.
But
On that mention,
more so a claw wound from something humanoid. And it seems that the stench is strongest from there. And I think it might be the same kind of stench that comes from the axe.
so on the mention of a claw, Oz is basically gonna just go like duck her. Oh, I know, but it's the situation of they're probably still sharper nails of sorts, and it's still a reaction to that. So I'm just gonna roll this real quick. No, I double rolled it, but still, fuck.
What'd you roll?
Basically hiding her hands because
Oh,
Again,
sleight of
it-
hand.
yeah, sleight of hand for that.
Okay, well, I'll be right back because I got hit the bathroom.
Don't punch it. It's immoral.
That's my joke.
There.
I'm just listening because I'm letting Oz do the Oz thing.
Oz,
I'm waiting.
Sounds like we're dealing with necromancy here.
oh, we're
I mean-
dealing with more than necromancy.
I'm just trying to. Marcy's just being freaking Kyoko Kirigiri at this point.
No idea
No,
what that
that's
means,
Oz.
Dark.
Danganronpa
Well, yeah,
character,
well-
ultimate detective.
Well, no, oh yeah, that would be because she is a detective. I was also thinking because what Byakuya calls her. What are you? The ultimate coroner?
I mean,
Which she
know,
might as well be.
sometimes,
The only
yeah.
reason I can't do a coroner's report here is because I haven't put skill ranks into heal yet. So I will say to the untrained eye, if they notice those claw marks, Oz is fucked. Because Oz is probably the closest thing to a hag in the area. Thankfully, y'all just think she's an elf, so that makes perfect sense here.
Everyone thinks she's weird.
I mean, everyone at that point, it's just everyone knows she's weird. She just doesn't tell people why.
It's okay, Oz. We all think you're weird. But we still accept you for your weirdness.
God, that's both oddly comforting and very concerning.
What?
I don't know which way you want to take that, so you take that.
I don't even know how I want to take that. My floor is so creaky.
My chair is creaky. I say as it for once decides not to be creaky.
You
Oh,
know,
I had it for a second.
it's just your floor saying "fuck you" for calling me out.
Wait, 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 wait.
One of these days, I'm gonna break this fucking chair by accident. I'm just gonna lean back and it's just gonna shatter.
I mean, I think I was in call with Reaper at the time when my chair broke. Like
Yes.
mid Discord call.
Yes.
I have been through like what 4 chairs, Reaper?
I think so.
Yeesh. I think even
Well,
John has
no.
better luck with chairs.
Here's the thing. So, my first few computer chairs were the shitty $20 computer chairs. And then I bought this chair that one Christmas that's just falling apart on me, and I've had it for like 3 years. So it's lasted longer than all the other chairs. But I need to replace it soon.
I might have to go back to a shitty computer chair. I can't afford another one of these.
If you can save up for it, I hear Herman Miller is a great brand.
But that's like multiple 3 digits.
That's why I said if you can save up for it.
So much money.
But they're better than the fucking DX racers and those type of chairs.
Currency is a lot.
Yeah. As it is, my chair is kind of at a point that it's not very comfortable.
I will say this though, y'all are lucky that Oz didn't have an apple, because she would have just been to the apple at the beginning of the investigation.
Loud crunch.
Paunch.
Oz is just gonna be like a bunch of really weird fucking tropes after the end of it. Like, it won't be her defining part of the character, but for some reason she keeps doing those tropes.
Oh, you know.
Please do not have us try to find you in an opium den.
Well, no, because here's the thing. So I do have a vice trope, Reaper, but it's not for drugs, alcohol, or cigarettes.
Gambling.
No, it's not even for gambling.
It's the sugar.
It's the sugar. She has a sweet tooth. That's why she's got honey candy on her at all times.
Well, at least we can take out those Sherlock Holmes tropes.
I didn't want to fall into any of those Sherlock Holmes tropes, and then I had a bunch of honey candy next to me, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it.
I think what's
You know.
particularly funny is that someone brought up like a few days ago on Twitter that like there's like no mention in any of the Sherlock books of him ever wearing a deerskin hat, but there's at least 1 or 2 times that he dressed up as an old lady with a parasol.
How about the time that there's an entire Sherlock Holmes story about him getting outsmarted? and then he doesn't accomplish the case. He goes over, gets outsmarted, and gets dunked on by a woman, and it's like the best thing ever.
I mean, to be
I
fair,
mean,
sounds about right.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
back.
Welcome back.
We were
Just
talking
shooting
about the time
shit.
that Sherlock Holmes got dunked on by a woman.
and
Oh,
the times that
jeez.
he cross-dressed.
Yeah,
Doesn't happen a lot, but it's weird that it happened 2 times.
yeah.
2 times in a row, man.
Oh, all because I joked about ending up finding Oz in an opium den one of these days.
No, it would just be finding her in a room like with a bag of sugar over her head.
Okay. Okay, so it's Robert Downey Jr. with sugar instead of cocaine. Got
Yeah,
it.
which is funny because Robert Downey Jr. Played Sherlock once.
Yeah.
That's right, folks. Nothing but history lessons here in the SnowyDuck productions.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, this is not that show.
Oink! There's only room for one historian around here.
Anyway,
This isn't even history. This is fiction.
Excusez-moi.
anyway,
Anyway,
you guys have two more things to investigate. You have the marsh and then the timber pier.
well, Tati is made his way out to the pier.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oz is probably gonna make her way out there too in order to get some information. See
Okay.
if a new perspective and some fresh air.
Yeah, because it stinks. Okay, so Tatsia, roll me a perception check because you're actually actively looking. Oz is just getting fresh air.
Oh, she is looking, but she's getting fresh air as well because corruption stank.
Do you think Saburo? I mean, I don't have to, but do you think Saburo can be helping the Tatsuya? Because the thing is, I rolled really high on the inside. I just didn't do anything.
Fair.
That's a natural 19.
Yeah, exactly. Like he doesn't really need the help.
That's what I said.
So
I mean,
So
Oz is gonna
Tatsuya-
do a perception as well, but she is trying to get fresh air.
she's getting fresh air.
12s in a row. What the fuck are my rules?
Tatsuya, as you scan the Tarandarak River, that's a mouthful. Jeez, I actually had to roll my R on that one.
Randarak.
Yeah, exactly. You can see a muddy set of footprints that lead from one end to the pier to the mill itself.
Hey, Oz.
What's up?
Talk to one of the guards. Have him pick up some powdered plaster.
Would you like to explain why? Or do you want me to assume you just snort it?
I was thinking of getting Cassidy's footprints over here.
They're muddy prints on the pier. They're not in mud, so you can't cast it.
Well, there goes that idea.
Though, good intuition. Do you wish to track it, Cobb?
Yeah, if we could get like a tracking.
Maybe we can get Cobb in here to track these footprints.
Okay.
What? Who's calling my name?
I know
We
it's
got-
gonna be. I know it's the cardinal sin, but if you and Cobb would like to go track, or you and Cobb like to get half the party to go track those footprints, while the other half still investigate here.
Cobb and myself will follow the footprints.
Okay. Roll me roll me a survival check as you're tracking it.
13.
Am I helping?
You are
I'm
the, if
helping.
you wish to if you wish to help as well, you can.
I mean,
I can track. Add a 4 to that.
Well, Cobb, you can actually tell that this was a barefoot human man that came up from the mud under the pier, crossed over to the mill, and then scaled the wall to an upper floor window.
Oh, so he's upstairs.
Well, all you know is that he might have gone up there to get into the mill.
Oh.
Perhaps we should check upstairs where they might have entered.
That's not a bad idea. However, considering the stench of death that came from both the body and the axe, and not the traditional sense, we might need to see if we can send some people to look into the graveyards nearby.
We also have the other side of the river bank to check as well, don't we?
What seems to have happened so far is that if a perpetrator might not exactly be the person in question that killed them, because it appears to have come from, well, as me and Mossy found, some kind of necrotic being, a zombie of sorts. The movements are stiff and everything, and from what we can tell, it's just, well, literally, it stinks. Dear God.
Like necromancy or corruption?
Corruption, not necromancy. Specifically corruption, like unholy corruption.
Is there such a thing as holy corruption?
Yes. Yes, Cop, there is such thing as holy corruption. Have you ever smelled vanilla?
No.
I believe they call that zealotry.
Anyway, you still have the entirety of the marsh over here to investigate as well.
And we
I
need
mean-
to check the marsh.
I mean, Saburo can help check the marsh itself.
Yeah, I'll check the marsh and everything. I'm gonna see if I can grab anything and also talk with with our sheriff about what's going on.
Now, question: how are you getting to the marsh? Are you going around? Or are you just going straight across?
That is actually a very good question. Like, how number one, how deep is the marsh? Like, would he have to swim, or would he just have to like wade it?
This is a pond, so you would have to swim a little bit, going out from here to there, and then just walk in the marsh. It would be like ankle / shin deep.
Hey, Cobb,
Yeah.
how about can you make a log bridge to get us to this across the side of the pier?
That would be
A lot of
Would-
logs and a lot of time spent when you could just simply walk around.
I mean, Saburo can swim. He just chooses.
It also
Not.
wouldn't take too long to get over here.
Yeah, like your guys are like looking at like, oh, river. Walk around. Build bridge.
Saburo is probably just gonna do the peace sign and just start walking. Kind
Well,
of
you
thing.
know, we could probably
Now, how
follow
fast is he
Saburo.
moving? Are you like running just so you can get there faster?
I'm gonna say he probably, like, not quite running, but definitely walking a bit brisker to stay ahead of them. So, like, if need be, he can find a nice little hidey hole.
You know,
Okay,
Saburo
Cobb, what are
probably.
you doing? Are you just jumping over and just climbing into the marsh directly?
Of course. Who the fuck would walk around? It's like 5 feet.
It's probably more or less like about 30 feet, considering this map's not to scale.
It's like 30 feet. It'd take me like two rounds, like
I'm a little
6
upset
seconds.
I'm a little upset there's no scale on this map.
I mean, the nearest point is right here. And we
There's
could just-
also a cliff there.
Listen,
That's also a cliff.
Oh, there's the cliff.
well, y'all
Yeah.
go for a swim for your investigations. I'm going to stay over here and keep looking through, and I'm going to take the cleric with me because if it's occult actions and they want me, I think having literally the opposite of the occult standing right next to me would be a good idea.
Oh, you know.
I'm gonna escape
Yeah,
from the
Saburo
cult.
literally just started the long way around.
Even if
Okay.
she radiates godly energy that I despise.
She hasn't radiated, you know that, right?
You know what I mean. It's not the
It's
actual
cleric, not
radiation. It's
Consented.
No.
She's a cleric. She's a
Marcy,
cleric, not a
you're
paladin.
irradiated.
it's okay. All right. There's a difference between radiating it and radiating. It's like the
we get
We
it,
get
man.
mix of a religion.
We get it.
Anyway,
I don't know what's more sickening, the necrotic energy over there or the god here.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
I think the snake is having trouble.
yeah, you guys eventually make your way because it's not rough water. You just Tatsu, you just take a little bit longer to get over to the marsh.
I'll
Snakes are
drag
not
him.
buoyant.
Well, this snake
No.
isn't.
No, that's what I get for living in the mountains.
Yeah,
It's not very good at swimming.
I'll just say
But,
for the sake of it is that probably when Saburo realizes that he's not being followed and probably gets to the end of the bridge, he probably just goes poof.
Fox.
Yes.
Okay, so
Man, I guess he's foxy.
Boo.
No, Airy,
Yeah.
Airy.
Yeah.
Thank God. Be thankful Saburo isn't a female, so a Jimi Hendrix reference couldn't be made.
Wham, 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 wham.
let's not have that talk here.
You know, Fox is
Yeah,
lady.
you know, Reaper. I don't even think Saburo knows what sex is, so let's not.
Oh, he's old enough.
He might be old enough, but was he
Oh
ever
my
given
God.
the talk?
Oh my God.
Out of,
Hey,
out
he's
of,
trying to
let's-
get in the pants of that elf.
Let
Out of-
us- oh my-
out of-
Okay, all of y'all shut up here for a moment. Let's get order back.
Oh,
Evelyn.
yeah.
Okay, Dark, you were saying something?
out of character. You know, it sounds like this. I wonder if maybe I should have taken up Dad's bakery business after all.
In character or out of character?
Yes, my dad isn't actually a baker. It was meant to be in character, but not at the same time.
We get it.
So she's thinking it.
Let's go with that. For convenience sake.
Yeah.
Okay,
so-
anyway. So anyway, those who are investigating the marsh, roll me a perception check.
What is the bonus for having scent? Or how does that work?
It changes the DC and nothing else.
Oh.
Well, it also allows you to make said check.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll the perception. Hey.
Okay, considering that you can smell and you know what what the smell that was lingering literally in the mill, it actually might have actually stuck onto your clothes a little bit. It was that dense.
It's a smelly smell. That smells smelly.
That smells smelly.
Smelly.
Yes. Tatsuya and Tatsuya and Saburo, you actually find a patch of dry land, a dry spot that bears a number of barefoot human tracks and the lingering stink of rotten flesh.
Hmm.
If you wish to, Tatsuya, do you wish to tell Cobb about these tracks since he did not find them?
Yes.
I'm good at following them, but not finding them. Man, I suck.
It's just awkward for everyone.
Hey, I rolled a 2.
Everyone's rolls have been awkward today. Let's be honest.
They really have.
Yeah.
Except I.
So
Listen, I would have said bad if we didn't like have random ups and downs today.
it also Tatsuya Cobb. All you see is this weird orange fox.
It flicks its
Pulls
tail
out
at you.
bow.
I swear. I
That
swear
looks
we've
like
seen
lunch.
I swear we've seen that fox before.
The fox like prickles and starts going the way of the scent.
Which we're all in the same dry spot.
Yeah.
Now those investigating the tracks, roll me a survival check.
That
Can
I
I
don't really
have,
have.
can I have Max help with aid another?
In this case, no.
Oh,
Fox is too scared of being lunch.
add
There we
4 to
go.
that. That's a 33.
There
Okay,
we go.
Cobb, being the tracker that you are, you actually can tell that
Now, if Max helped me, that could have been a 35.
no. You actually discover that the tracks lead from and into the river, but never away from this site. This spot is hidden by several low banks of nettles, but offers a perfect view of the mill to anyone here.
Must be a drowner.
Stick your head under and find out.
Can Fox squeeze under the nettles and look for things?
Well,
Roll for
that's
your-
well, that's where you found the tracks. Is in this dry spot.
Fair enough. But I was just wondering if there was anything else laying about.
Unfortunately, no. But do you guys wish to come back together and gather information and make deductions?
Probably a good idea.
The fox is gonna like wander away and then like pretend to like lay down.
Oh, there goes lunch.
Wanted to check the second floor real quick since we discovered that that's where the perpetrator might most likely entered. I wanted to check 2 things before we started making like full on deduction clue style.
Well, it's also just the fact of Tatsuya didn't tell you about. Actually, no, you were there, so he probably
Yeah.
would have actually told you.
That's why I'm saying like I'd like to make 2 more deductions before we do.
You
clue
can de-check the
accusations.
second floor.
Okay, I want to check the second floor, so I am gonna roll some fucking good old fashioned eyeballs.
Alright.
Hey,
All
look,
you-
you can see Oz from here.
all you
I think-
see.
I think she's giving someone the middle finger.
Hi, Oz.
all you can. Okay, now so you go to the window where that would have where the murderer would have climbed in,
Mhm.
and you actually see Cobb waving his hand and yelling
Okay, so yeah, so if
at
we
the marsh. So it'd probably be like from like here to there, so to speak,
So
or
if,
somewhere around this area.
considering that this isn't really a strong river, necrotic energy. Drowner? No.
All I imagine is just the math equation going
that's
on
like-
us right now.
Yeah.
No, that
Somebody
can't-
pull up that clip from The Hangover.
It's not
No.
inherently
I'm
necrotic.
afraid we must
though.
use mental abuse to human.
Shish.
Oz is basically going to like do like the heel turn and like kind of see if she can like theoretically like not like tracking anything but like put herself in the mind of someone that clambered in and see if she can kind of see and follow what pathing they would have done, especially to that machinery. Because Oz has an idea about something.
Okay, out of character. I chuckled when you said drowner
Why?
because Tatsuya thought the same thing.
Yeah, no, it's like it makes some sense, but like I'm having to. Oz is basically having to track down the steps of like where would the perpetrator have gone up from this window to the murder scene, essentially.
There we go. I found the rules.
Hooray!
You found the Majima rules?
Does Majima come out of the marsh?
No.
Oh.
Not
Yeah.
yet.
Oz is gonna take the information she's been able to deduce here and kind of like trace like do like a slight walk from where the perpetrator would have entered down into where the murder scene would have happened. If you understand me.
Yep.
It's the whole you'll never know what I've been through until you
So-
walk a mile in my shoes.
I'm going to
More like in my
roll
lack of shoes.
another perception to see if she
I'll
picks
be
up
right
on
back.
anything as she's following. All right, cool. So she's making another perception while she's kind of like doing the whole like, what would he have done in this situation?
Okay, so no, a lot of this 2 and 2 need to be put together by the thing that's in between your eyes.
Yeah, I'm aware, but
Your
the-
nose?
Yes,
The,
yes,
the
your nose.
idea is if I can take information here and here and take the information that I've gotten here, I can probably follow a pseudo path and kind of have at least like a tracking, and then from there I can try to determine what happened.
You're gonna follow your nose.
So am I able to, at least from where I'm standing, kind of like have an idea of how the perpetrator would have had to walk through from the window downstairs when we get to
They would have
downstairs?
climbed.
So they would have climbed down. No, I'm saying like they would have climbed up into the window, and where would they have gone from here?
They will have taken the ladder down that you took.
It's like an immediate ladder down, right?
Yep.
Okay, so
I returned.
Hello, Annie.
Hello.
Oz going back down the ladder, kind of following this. It's like okay, and then she's going to try her best to kind of walk a pseudo path to where the footprint of the perpetrator was initially. They're striking and then hung up here. So we know the path there and how that would have happened. So we need to take the information they're bringing back to us, and we can probably determine what happened here specifically.
And if you wish, since you're back at the smelly smell, being smelly again, you're in the thick of it. Roll me another religion check.
Thick, smelly smells.
Let's see.
Okay. I'm going to give this to you.
Oh damn!
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Boy,
Whisper, whisper.
I don't know how that's roll 20, so I don't know what I'm expecting.
flash the.
Actually whisper it this time. I remember what happened last time you tried to
Shut
whisper.
up.
Listen, mate, I gotta give you some shit.
I don't know how the whisper
Shut-
system works in roll 20. I should probably learn that for when I run the campaign in a month.
Just don't use return breaks. It ends the whisper.
I have no idea what that means.
Shift
Basically,
enter.
shift enter.
Okay.
Pardon?
Yeah, just use word wrap. Let word wrap be your friend.
Isn't it like /W and then like
Then
Yeah.
username.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so you're coming around and you visualize everything.
Nah,
Are you done with your deductions? Are you done with your investigation?
well, I was
As-
going to
As
kind
Tatsuya and Cobb slowly come back, whether they swim or walk.
there was one last thing, and it's a thing that doesn't quite add up, specifically to the fact that the murder here was simply seeming to spread a message. What happened to the girl, well, whatever person, the mangled body? How they must have been a witness to this. But if they're a witness, then why were they? They probably saw the perpetrator. Where is the entrance from the where is the kind of like way to feed logs into the system comparative to where we are?
The log splitter is right in the room.
But where did they put the logs in from, like, the outside? I think is
Yeah.
the question.
That would be by the docks, wouldn't it?
That's where I'm assuming because I actually don't have a map of the sawmill.
See, because here's the reason I'm thinking that. This death right here was specifically to send a message to us, one of us, whatever, because of our tampering earlier, meaning that whoever this wasn't an intended kill, meaning it's probably messier than it seems. In both senses of the term.
You're thinking heat of the moment.
Heat of the moment, getting rid of a witness.
And also remember, the sheriff did say that she must have been here at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Exactly. So
And also he did say that there were rumors about Katrine Vinder and Harker. Okay, I just heard a weird sound.
that was the floorboard creaking on my end. Sorry.
No, not that. It was like a reverberation.
But yeah, so
And,
if anything,
as I was saying about Katrine Vinder and Harker having a little bit of a tryst going on.
Oh my.
Do you know what a tryst is by
I do
chance?
not.
An affair.
Basically, yep.
Mm-hmm.
And also remember, he said that the sawmill was very loud when in operation. Snowy, you're not getting it, are you?
No, I did, but
Okay, good.
no, like I'm doing more investigative shit right now. The
But-
gas had to have been controlled by
All of
outside-
you coming together to pull together your facts. Like that's why I want to
Sure.
know. Like, are you making your deductions now as a party?
I mean, Saburo is probably coming back and he's like, oh man, that was a nice walk.
Yeah,
I'm
I
wet.
saw this fox out there. It was like it looked really yummy. I wanted to shoot it.
No, I said no, Cobb. I keep saying. I swear I've seen that same fox on the leaving the boat when we got here.
That just means that I haven't killed it yet.
Saburo's just like, but you honestly eat a fox when I'm right here.
I'm.
Are
with
you a
him on that.
fox? You're like a person fox.
Hang on. Hang on.
He just lowly snarls at him.
Is that like
Actually,
cannibalism?
Tatsuya.
You guys are getting derailed.
Anyway,
Focus
as
on the matter at hand.
well, if y'all didn't find anything of note other than probably the leading of where this guy came from, I have a theory.
Yeah. We found footprints directly across the marsh on the dry spot from the window.
So I have a slight theory, if you will allow me to like put this on the table and y'all can fill in from where you guys see, okay?
The
So
proverbial table.
the proverbial table, the proverbial table.
The
Did you just stumble over your words a little bit?
I don't have words anymore, clearly.
I took them away.
Damn
Damn.
that high slime hand.
Okay, so from what we can see here, if we look from the window upstairs, that was definitely the entry point and was immediate slide down to the ladder. I believe these poor lovers were caught in the midst of a bit of a crossfire. You know, the rumors, them doing thingies over here and the loud shit. What do two people do? I don't get it.
They were having a roll in the hay.
So
I don't understand.
Making
how
the
it
beast
works.
with two backs.
I was gonna say Saburo just puts an arm around Oz. Listen, Oz. We'll tell you when you're older and we're not investigating a murder. Gestures to the dead bodies.
I get they have sex, but why? I don't understand the need for it. Anyway,
Probably because one was married.
anyway,
No, they were both single.
Anyway.
so what seems to have happened. How well are you guys acquainted with undead creatures?
I'm
I
a
am-
cleric.
I am not
I
one.
hit one with a mace once.
I've learned a little bit.
Does a ghast ring any bells?
That explains why Drowner went through my head.
And Marcy, as soon as uh, Oz says "gassed," it immediately just clicks in your head.
Oh no.
Someone care to fill me in?
Ghasts are like ghouls. They're just better ghouls. Easily influenceable by a stronger mage of the arcane. However, it might be a situation where our friends down there will have more friends, and they're using something to set us up. Can't really pin much on a ghast because they might leave a corruption, depending on how strong they are, but you really can't trace them past a stench of rotting flesh. That right there is a warning, probably for us to stay out of their business. However, I do want to go through your book later, Marcy, to see if I can get a better deduction on that. And
Yes.
it's a weird situation. It seems like this would have happened anywhere, but this was just the most apt. It was the farthest away, it was closed, and these two, well, this one gentleman here was just so happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. She, however, well, she's probably our only witness, and she is currently chop suey.
A bit disrespectful, but unfortunately, though, even a talk to the dead spell wouldn't work at this point.
Meaning,
No.
considering everything that's going up here, y'all are pretty innocent here. I'm fucked.
Why do you-
Sabro's probably still, like, has his arm around your shoulder and just, like, care to explain that one?
Yes, why would you be? Well, besides what we saw, but that is by no means enough to crucify somebody and you connect them to something.
Well, simply you need to have a very strong evil to basically do anything with gas half the time, or along those lines. And it just so happens,
The note.
the note also, I'm being explicitly targeted here, and well, if word of what I am gets out, the townsfolk would easily overrun me.
An elf?
An investigator? Why would they be after you?
Sabro probably
you
just
a-
looks at you and just like, you smell more of honey than you do evil.
I'm just like, you just see like the snapped fingers of claws. Y'all heard of hags?
You're just putting this all
You
out
mean
on
the
the
old
table?
ladies?
No.
That
I
really
wouldn't-
rude word you used to describe an old lady?
I would
No.
put this out on the table if my entire livelihood here wasn't probably going to be fucked over in a matter of days, because a certain someone that would probably bail me out of the situation isn't probably going to be here for another week, and we've got a murder investigation that involves the darker arcane, and you're looking at someone who's a product of it.
The Dark Witch,
So
so to
that's
speak.
gonna be fun, because even though I can't do more than a parlor trick, they don't know that.
Oh.
So why don't you just hide out in the woods for a week and until your friend arrives?
Okay,
That's
It would seem suspicious. Her constantly being with us and then suddenly disappearing wouldn't exactly be good for or not seeming suspicious.
and Saburo. They came from the woods.
Fair.
so we don't have a perpetrator yet. We have a beast that probably did it, but it's a beast that has someone pulling the strings, and that's all we have right now.
A puppet, no puppet master, and the signs are automatically going to point to someone that's with us.
Someone that's with you, a new member for y'all, because y'all are still heroes, if I remember correctly.
You are also considered a hero to Oz.
Let me continue. So, yes, I've been known to come with y'all, but I was here well before either. So,
Suspicion's automatically going to fall to you.
ding! So, unless we have any other places to investigate, I can probably hand to the sheriff that it's probably a ghast, but we need later investigations. Marcy, I really hope your girlfriend is decent in the occult, because that's probably going to be the only thing we've got here. This occult killing.
Where'd my pen go? There's my pen.
Wait, Oz. I just realized something.
Yes?
You have friends?
Wow!
Cobb.
And there's the asshole comment of the session.
Oh,
I feel like we
I'm-
should just start saying bingo cards.
I'm not doing it.
Cobb, I'm hurt. Wounded, even.
Just, first off, she's not my girlfriend. She's my wife. Second, Cobb, that's a horrible thing to say, and you should feel horrible. Third, Oz, we'll figure this out.
Fourth,
What?
we need to investigate those woods.
Now I'm wondering if I should have even kept the occult study while I was in the room. Fuck, that door is going to be the biggest fucking red flag.
That's why I was surprised you put the talismans back up after Amigo took them down.
Because that's the best way to keep people out of my room. I didn't expect someone to murder.
I hate to tell you, but murder is something that happens in every small town.
Most
Murder
of
is-
the times it's kept quiet.
Murders are committed every day.
You're right, Marcy. It's almost like I investigate them for a living. It's just the fact that I wasn't expecting an occult killing until I had to deal with y'all and found out that this town has a terrible occult problem.
We've always
Here.
dragons. Or a dragon. But for actually deducing how everything went down in the sawmill, you get to see a scene from the murder.
Oh man.
Like gasp.
It's that LA noir shit.
Ah. That
Oh, so if you
is-
click the image, you can see a slightly bigger version of it.
Yeah,
Click it.
Yeah.
yeah, no, that adds up, and it's that's
Grizzly.
God damn. However, I like how Oz went full detective here, and even though everyone else went to go like track down to find the origin, Oz essentially found the killing.
Yep.
Man, Oz, go big detective hours, don't we?
Well, you know.
And essentially, your last four leads are Iberthorn, Van Vinder, the first murders, and the rune.
Well, it seems like we'll need to be investigating the first murders.
Yeah.
How
Because
long-
remember, Hemlock said that this is the second murder in the past few days.
Yeah.
If this is the most recent one, I fear to see what the other one is. Actually, maybe it's a good idea we see the first one now. Maybe these are levels of a message.
Are we going to expect more
Right.
bloody notes then?
Always expect bloody notes in this department. However, we don't burn bloody notes. We collect them as evidence. Looking at Sabro. She doesn't know why she's looking at Sabro.
Summer
It's
doesn't know why you're looking at him.
Just like very emphasis on we don't burn notes.
He gives you like the weird like. What are you looking at me for?
I
You
don't know. You're
know-
the one that looks like the most often to burn a note immediately after you get hit. What's up?
Question. Are you supposing that the first murders was a warning to keep us out of the room?
No, because the way that he positioned them, they happened happened after we had kept it in. I think it's the fact that we ignored the first series, mainly because of lack of information, that we are now reaping the consequences of not taking the initial warning.
But no, you guys didn't know about these murders.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, because we didn't know about these murders, but the fact that they're seemingly intrinsically tied to us.
Well, no, it's just that to give you the preface is that a patrol of guards along the Lost Coast Road were assaulted by a deranged man near the abandoned barn south of town along the banks of Cougar Creek. The man was obviously sick and insane, his flesh fevered, eyes wild, mouth frothing, clothes caked with blood. The guards subdued them, but when they checked inside the barn, they discovered the mutilated bodies of 3 men, and along the bodies, although all 3 bodies were too disfigured to identify, one of them carried a piece of parchment that Hemlock gave to you guys. Or will give to you guys.
Well,
It
then.
reads, Messrs. Mortwell, Hask, and Taub. A deal has come about that I need capital for. It involves property and gold, and though I'm not at liberty to tell you the exact details, it will make us all rich. Come to Bradley's barn on Cougar Creek tonight. We can meet there to discuss our futures. Signed, your lordship.
Well, our best bet would be finding anyone that has even a shred of nobility in the town.
Wasn't that Foxglove guy like noble or something?
He is, but he's more of a bloody coward.
And also, all of you would know this, is that he was only in Sandpoint for the Swallowtail Festival. His actual estate is in Magnamar.
So he's
he
long since
left.
left.
Sorry, I don't know anything about nobles.
Well, we need nobles of the town, which means we need to be talking a lot more with these people.
Which the only noble that you guys had was
The visitor?
not the visitor, was Amiko's father, who's now dead.
Yay!
So Amiko is now the only lord in town, and I'm pretty sure that you're not suspecting her.
No.
I mean,
I
Oz
mean-
doesn't drop things, but yeah, it's probably safe to assume not to suspect her, but to like not
Write her off completely.
writing her off completely. Because even though she might not be the culprit, she might have a connection, if you understand.
You mean like how the perpetrator with the around the glassworks area was connected to her brother, right?
In a way.
I mean, would Saburo be able to ask Shalelu if she knows anything about any other nobles of the area? She's kind of been hanging around.
Potentially, but
If anything,
she'll do some digging.
if anything, I will notate one thing. They aren't doing it themselves. They're contracting anywhere from gas to ghoulish figures to do it themselves if it's a linked pattern. The
note is still signed, your lordship.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you want to make the linguistic check now, you can.
Oh, okay, cool. I mean, fair enough. Oz, I don't think you have any things in linguistics, but what was that roll? It was a 12 now.
I mean, you probably have more than.
I mean, Saburo can.
Yeah, Saburo
well.
can too. Come on.
The what check?
Linguistics.
Oh,
Because you actually put 2 points in that.
hi.
Okay, so Oz is a little scatterbrained right now after getting so much information. She's also panicking a little bit because, like, oh fuck, this could all point to me, especially since I'm implicated in all this shit. But
Oz, calm down.
was that supposed to be a slap?
Yeah, I slapped my arm and I ended up moving my arm off the button mid-slap.
I heard the
You
cutoff
tried-
of that.
Are you trying to do a moonstrap?
Snap.
Snap out of it!
Mistiv, Mistiv, I heard the cutoff of the slap. I was that's all I heard.
Yeah.
But Sabro, you can actually tell that the note that the note from the first murders and the note signed towards Oz has the same style of writing.
Hmm.
They have to be
Well,
sloppy. They're using outside sources. They're not doing it themselves. They're sloppy.
Sabro just slaps Oz with the paper. Well, at least if anything, whoever this is the same person between both of these.
That both helps us and doesn't help us at all.
I mean, it's not a copycat.
This is fair. And honestly, if we're doing copycat killings in the same time before the first killing is even solved, God, the lack of class here. All I'm saying.
We're not in school. We don't need class.
I've seen someone get thrown into the bay from a bar fight. You expect these people to have class?
I expect someone to have class.
That was
in this town.
awesome. Think it'll happen again tonight?
Probably.
But if anything, with the notes that we have about the previous murder, and we can assume that it's once again created by Gast, we need to do some interesting digging. Families that have any history in their cult or something, because this is long past just a simple cult walking in on this town at this point.
This town just has so many problems.
I
mean-
know,
Alright.
right?
But now,
I mean,
but now you guys are going to investigate the first murders, right?
yes.
Yes.
However, Oz will
So-
say, from a certain point of view, we might actually be the problem.
According to your deduction, you're the problem.
No. Just let me hear me out.
Oh my god.
Everything was going fine before we showed up and mucked up their plans.
Ah, but you see, the dragon was here before we were.
And so were the goblins. No, wait. Yes, they were.
They were here. They were here.
So
Okay.
we have nothing to
Can
do with
we-
it.
That,
Can we
it's
do
not
the
that we're the
investigation in another session? I'm dealing with the issues.
Yeah, it's only 7 year. My eyes are kind of starting to glaze over.
My apologies for working so late, guys.
It's
Well,
It's
fine.
fine.
I was actually going to end it off here.
Fair enough, anyway.
Okay.
How dare
And-
you, Snowy?
And the party gets a collective gains a collective 1400 experience
Woohoo!
for RP purposes.
Let's see. Where's? Let's see here. Collective 1400.
Yep, so you gotta divide that by 5.
280.
Yeah, let me open
But-
up my calculator app.
No, we should be at 10,061 now.
So you guys should be relatively close to 5th level, correct?
We're about
We-
5,000 off.
5,000. Nowhere near.
You're close, not.
Didn't we just level up anyway?
Yeah, we
Yeah, we
literally
just
just
did.
leveled up.
Yeah, we
Yeah, you
just
did.
leveled up.
You kind of did. But
I
anyway,
didn't even get to use my doggy yet.
you kind of did, but the dice said no.
No, I mean in combat.
Yeah.
No
Not
comment.
As I watch sadly as it dies because it only has 28 HP.
It didn't die yet.
It's more HP than Oz.
Yeah.
More HP than me.
How
I
many?
Actually,
have
no.
60.
Actually, no, I'm at 33 now. Never mind.
I'm at
Yeah.
27, I believe. No, I'm at 35 because I haven't updated my sheet. I should probably update the Google sheet.
Maybe.
Probably.
Yeah,
I've
like
been using
it-
I've
but-
been using the Pathfinder sheet that we actually have in Roll20.
Yeah, like update that and use that as your primary. The Google Sheets are meant for a secondary.
Yeah.
But
But if anything, since you guys are wanting to investigate the first murders first, the sheriff informs you that the 3 conmen from the town of Galduria were found murdered in an abandoned barn south of town a few days ago.
3 con men.
Yes,
Oh, then they deserved it.
their bodyguard survived the assault, but went insane
Hmm.
and was sent to Hobbs Sanatorium, a privately run respite for the insane.
And how many miles is that out?
You know,
It would be a decent while out.
Hobbs. Sounds familiar.
Yeah, I think that came up a bit ago.
What?
Yeah, the other victim in the sawmill. What was his last name?
Hobbs.
Mm.
I think that part's kind of more of a coincidence.
No, his name was Harker.
Yeah.
I thought there was one of the other suspects was named Hobbs.
No, his name was no the other person. The Harker's partner was Ibert Thorne.
Oh, sorry. I could have sworn that Hobbs came up.
Hmm.
I
So that-
suspect him because he's gonna be a thorn in our sides.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
But anyway, you guys are
bad.
set on investigating the first murders, thus going to the sanatorium next session, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, excuse me.
The hat.
That was
That was
a
a
thought.
burp.
Snort.
Ouch.
No. So yeah, no. Oz is less Sherlock and more Constantine, guys. Please.
Okay.
Question:
More sugar in that
Question?
opium.
What's your question, soldier?
Who's Constantine?
John Constantine, DC occult investigator.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's
But are we all good
But
to
still-
go?
Yep, we are good
Played
to
by
go.
Keanu Reeves.
played by Keanu Reeves in a pretty damn good movie.
And thank you all for coming again. This was a wonderful RP session from all of y'all.
we did get sidetracked quite a bit.
I mean,
But
when do we not?
that's-
It was hilarious.
True.
That was RP, and also again, like, you guys figured out a decent amount from what you found from the murder scene,
Oz
Yeah.
got to
and
be an
now you have a
investigator.
direction to go.
Woo.
I was finally able to do her fucking job.
Yeah.
Like I said, she was initially hired as a third-rate paranormal investigator. Now
Ouch.
she can be the detective.
But anyway, we will see you guys all next time in about 2 weeks, probably so.
You know, if
Yep, because these sessions are ran every other week.
Yep,
You're right. Next time on this session, will Cobb finally get to use his dog?
probably
Probably.
Apply dog to the situation.
not. Alright, later.